how we want to say it. We always gonna tell it like it is. Straight to the point, no chase. Yo, this come on, let your boy. Phone call, 1-4 from the Lounge Boys. Check us out each and every Saturday.
It's your boy Pound from the Lounge Boys. Check us out each and every Saturday at 7 o'clock on www.listendishes.com.
Yeah, it's the Lounge Boys. Best show here, heavy fit for the crown, boy. Wait a line we got down, boy, that's no disrespect. Hard work and determination and Kim on our back and belief this got us set. 20 plus with the friendship, still ain't missing steps. Hey Nick, I say we gon' run this itch till we out of breath. 7 sharp, better tune in. Listen, we gave the station our vision and moved in. Topic to topic, we kill them topics, no loose ends. No matter the topic, y'all only gossip on new trends. Flow butter, that's new Timbs. Team shining like new rims. Y'all need advice, well here's your advice cause we drop gems. We at the top 10, this a whole nother chart slim. Bradley he chosen, his interview should be top 10. No telling who walking, got our city, they all in. Head above water, we never trip off no light swim. It's the Lounge Boys callin'.
They call me Brad, aka Jam. You know, you gotta listen. You talk that ish. Loud.
Yeah. Lounge Boys in the building.
Welcome to the show. Hola, ¿cómo estás? That's
all he got his shit. He got his shit today.
Hey, welcome to the Lounge Boys, man. Welcome to the Lounge Boys show.
Yes.
We do this each and every Saturday, 7 p.m.
Tell a friend.
Yeah. We on listenvisionlive.com. Y'all can go on there and watch the show, or y'all can go to the Facebook page and watch the show live. Y'all got something y'all want to talk about? Or
you tell them they can go to Instagram.
Oh, y'all can go to Instagram too. The Real Lounge Boys.
The Real Lounge Boys.
On Instagram. You know, that's how it goes.
I just want to say again, you got a throwback shirt on today, huh, boy?
Yeah, man.
He got the original joint.
A throwback.
Listen here.
His lounge is falling off and everything.
Listen here, I've been moving, man. I've been moving all week, so.
I thought it was laundry day.
And I found this one today, and I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead and put this on.
Let me go ahead and throw this one on.
Exactly. But
wow.
It still say Lounge Boys on it.
Mine look blue for real, but.
Oh, yours didn't touch an iron today, but it's cool. It's all right, and the iron ain't touch it, but it's all good.
Your collar touched something, but we don't know where it went.
You're supposed to use Tide, man. Tide holds the color, man.
Look at his shirt, though. He talking about ours.
What? My shit look fresh.
Man.
I use Tide, man. Tide.
Hey, look. Hey,
Make sure y'all use Tide.
Get the puppy hair off your shirt before you
He
come
done-
out.
Well, my dog was on me. Damn, man.
He done lost his mind, man. So, yo, how was everybody's week? Everybody had a good week?
Oh, I had a great week.
nice.
I got some things together for my show. I'm about to start filming tomorrow.
All right.
I'll be down at the wharf.
All right.
Filming for Lost and Found. I'm excited.
That's what's up.
I got, like I told you, I spent some money on some equipment.
Exactly.
I'm excited.
That's what I'm
I
talking
need you
about.
to come visit my set too. As soon as
I
you're
will,
available.
man. I will.
And bring your
I
expertise to the singing, all that good stuff, and have some fun.
Exactly. I got a free week this week, so, you know, just
should
let me
come
know.
tomorrow.
Let me know. Well, not tomorrow. Damn.
Hey, excuse me. We don't have time to be talking about this.
Okay, what's next?
What we've been working on our anniversary show.
Oh, yeah.
We're working on
listen
that.
here.
We're working on that, and it's
The
going to
hell
come.
with all that right now.
It's going to come soon. It's coming soon. Announcements and everything coming soon. Be prepared. There we go.
He said
What
the
you
hell
got?
without anniversary.
The hell with all that. Happy birthday to
Damn.
Happy birthday to my mother. Today's my mother's
Oh
birthday.
yeah!
Dukes.
That was our
That's-
first caller too.
Yeah, that was our first caller when we ever
Oh,
started
hey
this show.
mom,
And I
happy
still remember her
birthday.
call and say, Bradley,
Is that you?
why are you drinking so much?
Exactly.
Baby, what's wrong?
What's
Exactly.
wrong? You stressed out, honey?
Happy birthday to my mother, man.
Yes,
you know.
yes.
So
sure.
look here, today what we got, man. We everything that's been going on. They've been talking about this clothing apparel with Gucci and Prada and all that craziness and
blackface,
the boycott and all that.
Oh, you look like it too. Do it again.
Blackface.
Just cut a hole for that nigga lips. But look, so with all that being talked about, today we made sure we took the responsibility to bring on some local Black African American designers that have clothes, because I think we get to a point where people in the industry, music and all that, they get to a point where they're like, we got to wear Gucci, Prada, all the shit that symbolizes how much money you got. But at the end of the day, if you're not supporting your community, I'm not really with it. You know what I'm saying? I really feel it. I don't wear Gucci. That's why the boycott does not.
And that's why I have to.
I don't wear
that's why I
either.
want to step in right there. Okay.
Go ahead.
Because for a fact, nobody was wearing Gucci or Prada because of no rappers. It come from people that was in the game, and it would show that you had money and clout.
Oh yeah. No. I'm talking about now. I'm talking about right now.
Even right now, I can't think of a rapper that influences you to go wear Gucci or Prada. I don't know none of them.
Soldier Boy with that big ass headband that he had on
Right,
when he did the Breakfast Club.
He got on Fendi too, but did that mean I'm gonna go out and buy the same bandana because he got it on?
But it's different.
If you know about the culture of clothing, it's different. Clothing comes with clout, with status. It ain't got nothing to do with who you is or watching nobody on TV. Them rappers the reason why the rappers is wearing it because they watch the drug dealers wear it.
I know, and that's what I'm saying. That's
basically you saying it's
that's
coming
an older.
from-
This is an older type thing. I'm talking about right now in this
Even
time
still,
frame.
my son don't ask for Gucci, and he in the streets, he in the shit. He ain't asking for Gucci. He asked for Helly Hansen.
But listen, let me tell you something. For instance,
So basically you're saying-
I'm gonna give him
go
a
ahead.
quick example real quick.
Okay, sure.
I don't even remember this time where there was a time where anything Jay-Z put on, people was wearing.
No.
What you
That-
mean
that's
no? Why is not true?
That's not a fact at all. Ain't nobody been wearing no shit Jay-Z been wearing.
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious. The only thing that they wearing is that hat you got on right now.
Hold on,
And
hold
that
on, hold on. I'm
Rockefeller,
talking about back.
that Rockefeller shit wasn't rocking back in the day.
I ain't talking about that. I ain't
That's
talking
what
about
he
that.
was wearing.
I'm
He
not-
was wearing Rockefeller.
I'm not talking about that.
Okay, which outfit you talking
When he
about?
started wearing button-ups. When he started
I've been wearing button-ups.
I'm not
a
talking
technical
about
guy.
you.
I'm
not
talking about people.
I'm not talking about you. What I'm saying
Neither
You
is,
said in general.
I'm
me
saying
tell you
in
something.
general.
but this I'm telling you. This I'm telling you. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Do you know the reason why he put a button up on, brother?
Listen. I don't even want to get into that right now.
Okay,
But what I'm
so-
trying to explain to you is this: people mimic things that they see, right? Just like
Some
the same
do,
way
yes.
you said people would see drug dealers wearing certain type of stuff. They did it. So people used to see people on TV wearing certain type of stuff, and niggas wasn't wearing pink before Cameron came in that video with that bullshit on.
Why wasn't it?
Who was wearing pink?
Motherfucking them niggas up in New York was wearing that shit.
Listen-
It was a lot of
listen.
niggas. It was hold up.
I'm talking about how Pink got worldwide.
He got the nigga he got that from the niggas in Paid in Full who he portrayed. He wasn't doing that. Them niggas was doing that.
But this is what
them
I'm
niggas
trying-
in Harlem was wearing
But
that
this
shit.
is what I'm trying to
The
tell you.
drug dealers.
It didn't blow up until Cameron put that shit on
It didn't
TV.
blow up to you till he put it on. But in New York, it was popular.
I'm not talking about me.
How you know
I'm
it's
not talking
popular in
about-
That's
New
what I'm
York?
saying. He's talking about New York, nigga. When you
How
live
you
in
I'm
New
not
York?
talking
How you
about-
know it's popular in
You
New
got
York?
you got family in New York?
But look,
I don't have nobody in New York.
Okay, then you
But look,
don't.
let me say
you
this.
might not be able to speak what I'm speaking in.
Let me say this.
Do you got friends in New York?
Nigga, I ain't never seen you wear pink a day in my life. So what the fuck you saying?
I'm not saying it was me. I'm telling you.
You
that-
said it influenced you. You said people
I
like
didn't
you.
say he did. I'm. You missed
let me
the
say.
point.
Let me say this.
You
Let me
missed
say.
the point.
I think what Gam was saying is, it's not more of the designer name.
It had nothing to do
But
with
it's
the
more of like Lil Wayne wearing his pants off his ass. We don't know what jeans he was wearing, but his pants was off his ass. Now kids wearing his pants off their ass. Jay-Z wore a button up. Now people like button ups. But it's not the name, not the name of it, but more of the style.
I gotta give
You
both-
see what I'm saying?
I gotta
But
give
but
both
no,
of y'all
but piggyback off for you. I think it is part of the streets.
It's the
The
street.
streets. Cause if you out there selling drugs and you wearing something that costs $500, now it look like you balling. Regardless of what the name is, now people, what you got?
You
oh,
showing
what you
off.
got? It's basically showing off.
It's
Basically
showing
showing
off.
off.
Let me tell you something.
And that's
Basically
where
showing
Gucci came from
Let me
in
tell
the
you
black
something.
community.
Let me tell you something. Growing up, when we was all in the streets,
Okay.
no matter how much money we was getting, we was wearing Madness and We Are One. Madness and We Are One. That's it.
Yeah.
It was nothing else. and Gucci and all that shit was out back then.
You was wearing
But they was wearing Fila.
But
That's when
wait.
Fila
If you
was
really,
out.
If you was really getting it, you was wearing Madness, We Are One, and your shoes was either Gucci or something.
Filas and all that other good-
or you
yeah.
had some New Balance on your feet.
Let me tell you something.
You had on
Let me tell you
some
something.
thorough ass shoes.
Let me tell you
with
something.
that shit. It didn't matter because you know what? Think about it. The motherfucker, remember the Mickey joint that they had, the Madness? What shoes did it match? The Gucci's.
Let me tell you something.
Remember the
The
Sergio
green-
Takinis.
the-
Sergio
Niggas that-
Tacchini-
hold on.
the Sergio
If
Takinis.
you really want to go back to that and the whole when niggas was getting and all that stuff,
Yeah.
they had a store called Sabiato.
And they still got a store called Solbiato.
Okay, but listen, this is what I'm trying to explain to you. It wasn't about that. It wasn't about that.
What does
the Gucci-
Solbiato sell
But this is what you-
besides
No,
Solbiato?
But listen, this is what I'm trying to tell you. You talking about the streets being influenced and, you know, dudes wearing Gucci, niggas that was getting money back in the day, niggas was wearing the same things. Like, niggas was wearing local brands.
When you saw them on the street,
Local brands.
But you missing the point, Brad.
What's the
Even at Solbiato, what else did they sell with
Sabiato
Solbiato?
sold everything.
Solbiato, with what,
sold everything.
What expensive gear did you go to Solbiato to get besides a Solbiato outfit? Prada, Gucci, Louis
I wasn't
Vuitton.
getting- I didn't-
all
I
that
didn't-
stuff was on the racks in there, and
It
it
was.
all matched their clothing. That's what they sold it with. If you had a bag, you was coming out of there with one of all of that.
Well, let's do this. Well, one thing I've learned in the past maybe year that it's over like 200 black-owned businesses in the D.C. area.
It's what?
Yeah, there is. It's
Over
a-
like 200 black-owned
Yeah, there
businesses
is.
Oh,
in
y'all
the
didn't
D.C.
know
area.
black-
I didn't know. I know.
Y'all didn't know
I
that?
personally didn't know it was that
Oh
big.
man, look.
I didn't know that.
I've been knowing black business owners in the city for a minute. Okay, I know the people
Okay.
that own Madness.
Oh, okay. We
I
did
knew
too.
them.
What up, Ty?
I'm
What up, Ty? No,
I'm
I'm
just saying-
talking. No, I grew
I
up
di-
with
I-
they. I grew
I
up
didn't know it
with
was
their
that
family,
many, though.
kids, and everything.
What up, Eddie Van?
Like,
Yeah.
I played recreational sports with their family. They used to
I
come watch
understand.
us play and
Okay.
stuff like that.
But the whole reason why we're having this show today is we have some designers here.
Yes,
that's,
we do.
that's local.
Yes.
It's
Yeah,
going to
I
show
can't
us
wait
some
to
of their
meet 'em.
clothes that y'all can come out and buy and support them
Exactly.
instead of going out buying these high price clothes just for the name.
I got one question that I would like to ask you two brothers.
Yes. What would that be?
Do you believe that the same, like say for instance, if one of our black owners came out with prices like Gucci, would you support them the same way you support Gucci?
You want to answer first? I answer
Me-
first.
Oh, go ahead.
No. Yeah, no, because for one, I don't buy Gucci. I don't buy Prada. I don't buy none of that expensive shit.
Okay.
I really don't buy none of that shit.
So you know,
And
so you're not into that particular sort of fashion.
No. I'm into fashion, but it doesn't have to be. I don't have to pay $200 for a T-shirt.
Me too.
You know what
Okay.
I'm saying? Stuff like that. That's all I'm
understand.
saying is.
I'm not paying for that.
And to be honest, and like I'm saying, we have black designers on here. We got local designers on here. Everything on there. My whole thing is when it comes to certain things, it's called price point. And when it comes, it's a price point is a big thing, and people try to keep up with everybody's price point. But the thing about it is, when you're dealing with a certain community, and you're dealing with certain people, you adjust to that. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it has to be, you adjust to that. So,
Okay.
with me,
what you think? Like
That's
Stephon
a good
Marbury.
one.
Stephon Marbury came out with some.
them motherfucking shoes,
Some
that he got from
shoes.
China.
Oh, him and Shaq.
Yeah.
Shaq
Oh,
did.
Shaq did too?
Shaq dropped the price on his, right? That's
Yeah,
why
he
he
did,
put him
he
in.
did.
That's what I'm saying.
He
But-
put him in Payless or something like that.
I don't know, but-
Oh, wait a minute! Stop the press.
Okay.
And I ain't even gonna tell my mother this because today's her birthday.
Ma,
You know
don't-
they closing down all Payless stores.
Ma don't watch.
Dang, why?
Yeah,
they going out of business.
Bankruptcy twice. It's their second time filing
Let me tell you
bankruptcy.
something. Every church shoe I had as a little kid came from Payless.
I used to get mine from Stride Right.
Nah, listen, let me tell you something. That should have hurt my mother's heart if I tell her. So I ain't gonna tell her today. I'm gonna wait till tomorrow.
Just told her. I hope
So
she
look,
ain't watching.
real quick.
She ought to call in.
Real quick, because we about to transition real quick, but I want to touch the topic real fast.
Go ahead, real quick. What you
All
got?
right. B. Smith. I just want to get y'all opinion real fast.
Okay.
B. Smith restaurant. You know, I've been to B. Smith's, a couple of
I
B.
don't think
Smiths.
I've been.
Okay.
I don't think I've been to. B.
So the lady B. Smith has dementia right now. So her husband done got a girlfriend, and he moved the girlfriend into the house. All three of them are into the house.
Oh, I thought it was her mistress. Like it was her for her.
No.
Well, the way I read it, it came off like it was B. Smith and her mistress.
No. She said she had told him that it was okay or whatever. But I just want y'all opinion real quick. Just real quick. I want y'all opinion.
She got
How do y'all feel about that?
she got dementia. She might wake up one morning.
She
and
said it's
forget.
okay.
She had said it okay, but
I don't know too much about dementia.
Look,
that's what I'm
look,
asking.
okay,
If
so-
she said it's okay, then
Okay, so dementia is messes with your mind. It makes you forget things, and your
Okay.
memory is not what it should be. You know what I'm saying? Like you can wake up and it just be forgot. So one day she can be like, "Who is this bitch in my house?" And you be like,
Yeah.
"I don't know. I wouldn't want to be in this situation." That's
Maybe I have her in the guest house.
So would you move your girlfriend in?
No, I
Or
move
not?
out.
How about you?
I might have her in the guest house.
This nigga living luxury. He talking about guest
No,
house.
we ain't talking about
Listen,
guest house.
This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna go to commercial real quick. Once we get back from commercial,
Put the bitch in the
we're gonna bring
garage.
everything on and we're gonna turn it off.
She could be in the attic or the garage. Go on up there, baby. I'll be up
Exactly.
there later. When
That's
she
what
I give you a pillow.
That's what happens when you smoke too much weed.
When
We'll
she
be back in 1 second. Lounge Boys.
when she forget you out.
Welcome back. You are back with the Lounge Boys. We are here.
Yep, we is. You just over
You see,
there.
you see the two dudes that I don't really like. They're in that little box in the corner down at the bottom. So I don't
him.
really like them, but it's cool. But
I don't like him neither. We can smell better over here. His breath stink.
right now we got on stage, like I told you, we was doing the whole, we're supporting our local businesses, clothing and everything. And we got my man. Do I say it right when I say Licio?
Licio.
Licio Sport. So real quick, I'm gonna tell y'all something. Long time ago, met this man through my man Ricky, Tricky Ricky.
Shout
And
out to Rick.
I was doing a couple shows. I was DJing Constitution Hall, doing all that, and this man laced me with gear, and he laced me with a jacket that I still have to this day. How many years ago was that?
Oh wow.
God, it had to be at least 4 or 5 years
At
ago.
least 4 years, yeah. At least
4 or 5
years.
years ago,
You still
man.
got that?
And I still got that jacket.
Oh,
I
wow.
still wear that jacket, man, and I
He
appreciate
ain't washed it not one
And
day.
I sent it to the cleaners.
He likes throwbacks.
Listen,
That joint standing in the
but-
corner by itself.
Right.
but let me introduce Paul and Lee. I remember you, Lee. You remember me?
I do remember.
All right, cool. That's what's up.
That's it.
So real quick, man, let me know what made you start Licio.
Yeah, I get that all the time. So it really started from working, with different employers. I always heard this story from different people, like how they don't do so well at work. Got the managers, the bosses, supervisors, co-workers, this whatever, like issues. It's
Yeah.
always something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Me, I went through it, got tired of it, and I was like, man, I'm not about to deal with this no more. I want to create and come up with my own business, actually. So I was thinking about what's a good thing I can invest in. So I was thinking about clothes, style, fashion gonna always be in. So I was like, man, I'm gonna stick with the style, fashion, create, come up with a name, and start this business. Got tired of working for people.
I know that's right.
Yeah.
I know that's right.
Yeah.
But
I know the feeling.
So what like influenced you to get into it? Because like you said, you could have thought about any business to get into, but you thought about clothes. So there had to be something that influenced you or pushed you towards that
So
direction.
it go back to what you guys was talking about earlier. What you were saying, actually, back in the day, growing up, all I saw was madness. We all one, hobo. You know what I'm saying? All day.
Hobo, shout out Hobo.
Yeah. So it's like seeing that growing up. I'm like, man, if they could do it, I could do it.
Gotcha.
That's what madness. Shout out to Madness Rick.
So
Rick in
when-
the bag.
Rick, hey Ricky, Ricky.
Rick in the bag.
So
Al.
when you yeah, good MCs.
MCs.
So when you decided, you're gonna do the clothes, you're gonna put that together. Like, what was your vision? Because the whole thing about it is, you know what I'm saying, we see other designers and we're like, all right, maybe I'll go this way and do something towards that way. But what made you go your own direction and figure out which way you want to go?
Well, usually when people start their line or when they come out, well, I seen a lot of lines where they got this, I guess it's a DC thing, the flavor, colors.
Colors. Yep, that's true.
A lot
Everybody
of-
had the
a lot-
colors.
Yeah, a lot of people got the color thing, man. I mean, everybody know that, who started it really originally. But I mean, I got tired of seeing it.
Yeah.
So I'm like, man, I'm gonna step away from that. Then there's also a lot of people they into that street hood wear gear, like you gotta get out of the street, man. You don't always gotta be in the street and have that street gear and wear it, man. You got people want to go club party, you got cabarets and chill.
You gotta be able to get in.
Yeah.
You know
You
what I'm
gotta be
saying?
able-
There's
you
a
gotta be
point
able
where
to
you
adjust
can't
to your
wear
environment.
button-ups to get in. You know what I'm saying?
Can't wear jerseys all the time.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, so we just try to do some different stuff. So over here, Lee, she does all the sewing, the cutting. She really does it all.
Okay.
Yeah, so like
Seamstress.
We'll take your sleeves and put some different sleeves on there. We'll put some zippers on y'all shirts. You like, what the hell?
Yeah, I probably would be like, what the hell?
So how do you come up with that? Because I know there has to be a conversation. There has to be a conversation, but I know when you're in your creative state of mind, you want to go your own direction. You want to go your own angle.
I mean, it's not so much as go my own angle, because when we first met and he was telling me about his clothing line, I was already into art and being a creative person myself. I was not really thinking about a clothing line, and he was the one who talked to me and was like, well, you could really do this, so, do it for money and do it so people else could enjoy it. And I was like, you're right. So that's when we decided to team up, and I already felt like what he already was going for was very creative, because I liked the acronym anyway. I thought he was going to say it.
Yeah, I didn't.
I know you did. I thought you was.
Somebody say it.
Oh, so it's an acronym. It's an acronym. I thought it was a name.
Licio Sport is, you want to say it? Live Insight, creativity is ours. And I feel like that's right. Creativity is ours. You have to be a creative mind to be a designer, and a creative mind to want to design things for other people to wear. And I feel like we are equally both creative people, and when we put our ideas together, it come out very good.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
So who came up with the logo? I want to know that.
He did.
That's
He
what.
came up with the logo.
Oh, you came up with the logo.
Yeah,
Yes.
so
How you do that? How you come with that logo?
So we got two actually logos.
Three
One of
now.
them.
Three now.
Well, yeah, we got
We
three.
have this
That's them up
LCL
there?
that I'm wearing.
Yeah, so the one is the original. So it's a LS if you can see it.
That's the one that's on my jacket.
Yeah. So like, this is your sport. I mean, It's
I like that one on the end.
It's original.
I like the one behind Lee.
The one behind Lee.
Yeah, I like that.
Oh yeah, this is something that we were just trying out.
Yeah. So the other logo we got, it's not up there right now,
It's in
but
the bag. You wanna take the
yeah,
shirt out?
you can go ahead. We got a gift for y'all
Yeah,
too,
we had
man.
some
Oh, that's what's
t-shirts
up.
we
Yeah,
got.
yeah.
Yeah.
Man.
But
And,
while she's doing that, let me ask you this: what takes a clothing line to, I guess, blow up like a Gucci or something like that?
Man,
Hold that up,
you gotta keep pushing and grinding, man. That's
it from behind the
non-stop, man. You gotta wear your own product. You gotta promote yourself
Yes.
every day.
Every day. This
You gotta be
Right.
conceited to a degree, right?
Yeah,
T-shirt,
like
hat, and vest.
if you see me, if it ain't blank,
Yeah.
then it's my gear, it's my way. I support other black-owned businesses. Why not? But
Right.
if it ain't black-owned and if it ain't mine, it's blank.
I know a lot of people like let's say like mixtapes. People give out their mixtapes. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get that stuff out there.
Right.
Is it something like that?
Well, starting out, always, of course. You gotta put out, you know.
Gotta give a little.
It's gonna hurt, you know. Coming out, starting out, man.
Yeah, but then you gotta look at it. That's a way to get it out there for people to see it.
In the long run.
Different people to wear.
Yeah, see, and that's the thing. Like, and it was crazy because every time I told him I was doing a show, he would have something. He didn't know who was on the show. And he had something. And I even did some of the footwork a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Watch out.
We did for DL Hughley, for
I appreciate
Earthquake,
that, man.
Cat Williams. Now I didn't tell you this, and I'm gonna tell you this real quick.
Okay.
Quick story.
All right.
So he gave me a scarf and a hat for Cat, because Cat Williams, you know, that's what he wears, you know. And I was after the show, I was like, you know, Cat, you know, my man has a clothing line. I had the shirt on. I was like, you know, here you go. So I don't know, Cat thought I was trying to sell him something or what was going on. But he was like, all right, come back to the dressing room. And I came back to the dressing room and I gave him. And then Cat just reached in his pocket and just gave me $3,000.
Shut up.
He just gave me $3,000. And I was like, no, the clothes is free. He was like, nah, that's not for the clothes. He said, this is for the job you did tonight. But at the end of the night, you gave me a gift too. He said, I go a million states and nobody gives me nothing. And the thing about it was, he was like, I wore it. And the funny thing was, I think I had talked to you after that, because I sent you the picture and all that stuff and all that, and he just showed his gratitude. But the thing about it is, it's you know, we can wear it around the city, you know, we do that and we get it out there. But when we have events like that, when we can get it out to people like that, and they can put it on, because I don't know if you've seen his Instagram, but he got it on there. Everybody's on there. Everybody has it on there. And the thing about, so how do you continue to push the brand? Like right now, especially in the social media area and all and all that, how do you continue to push the brand, and like what's your goal to get it right?
Man, like I say, promote. Just keep pushing, keep sharing,
posting it,
keep wearing, and,
keep getting us things out when people have events.
You know, social media big, man. You go far in that social media thing.
And you do events too.
Yeah. So actually, this about I think it's like. Be the 6th event now?
The fifth, yes.
I can't even keep up.
It's the 5th.
Fifth
This
annual,
year will be the 5th.
The 5th annual.
Yes.
Nice.
Actually, then you DJ'd at one of the events too.
I
before,
DJ. Matter of
like
fact,
second, third one.
it was the second event you had. I DJ'd
okay.
at that event for you.
Yeah, man. So you know, we always got events each year, different places.
This
just to bring
event
the community
particularly is
together.
the Summer Madness.
Yeah.
I thought you was gonna say the name too.
Summer Madness.
Yeah, Summer Madness.
Yes, we do the Summer Madness every
Sponsored
year.
by
This is the
Licio
5th year.
Sport. Just bringing the community together, man. You know, food,
definitely.
music,
Entertainment.
Yeah.
Sometimes we have a basketball game.
So how do y'all get y'all stuff out there? Like, you know what I'm saying, when people want to, you know, people see it and they like, damn, man, I want to get it, because a lot of things people don't understand too is when you have these local brands. I mean, fortunately back in the day, Madness and We Are One, they could open up their own stores and do like stuff. So how do you get that product out there to people, and like where would they go to find that product and all that stuff?
Well, if you don't mind me saying this, I don't. I'm glad you just asked that question, because we are working on something right now. And
Oh shucks.
we're going to probably start doing it. I think he said on Saturdays. What you call it?
Pop-up Saturdays.
Pop-up shop.
Yeah, pop-up
Yes.
Saturdays. You know, from a certain time, come through and, you know.
If you go to the social media, you'll see the pictures of it. It's starting to look like a little shop. It's kind of nice.
All right, that's what's up.
Question?
Now, I
Timmy?
wanted to ask something that we was talking about before this show about trending, clothing trending. How I think Gan was saying, that it's more of the celebrities would get your clothes out there, and I think Ty was saying it's more of the hood would get your clothes out there. Well, what's y'all take on it?
That's a good question.
Well, yeah, always. Okay, so, you know, the celebrities, they already got a following. So, of course, it's always good and big that if you was to get it to a celebrity and they wearing your stuff, there's a bigger chance that, you know, someone, oh, what's that? Oh, I want to get that just because he got it on. But the hood, the hood, that's home.
I mean, but
it's
even
always,
though you're saying that's home, it's still local celebrities.
Yeah, it's local, but
that
it's
can
always
wear
good
it
to
and get it out.
you gotta
I'm
have
glad
a
you said that.
foundation.
That's true too. Local celebrities.
Yes.
Yeah, you gotta have that.
Yeah, no, that's how it goes. And you know what I'm saying? Like we say, it's like I said, over 4 or 5 years ago is when I got the jacket, and man, y'all still going strong. I got shirts, I got everything in the house. As you can see, we got the gear behind us. It's always here. So can y'all officially put out right now, like where? Excuse me, that's the Jameson. Like where? Just let them know where they can find it, how they can get it, all that good stuff. Like there's the direct connect.
It wasn't Jameson.
Instagram, Licio Sport. The Licio Gallery is actually where you could just see the actual product and clothes. Licio Sport page on IG, you can see everybody wearing it, the updates, upcoming events and stuff like that. Then you
and real quick, they have female stuff.
Yes.
Oh, no, they
That's
do.
what I was
Yeah.
saying. We have blazers, tank top shirts,
kids, we got
kid
stuff for the kids, infants,
babies,
All right.
stuff for everyone.
baby
It's
beds,
super-
onesies.
So we got everything all the way around the board.
Y'all got
It's not
Y'all got a
even
onesie
just
for
clothes.
Brad?
Oh yeah. we got the onesies for the big kids.
Do y'all are y'all all seasonal?
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
and it's not even just clothes. It's purses, it's neckties, it's anything you
You know,
can think of.
you got some brand that they just do T-shirts.
Yeah.
T-shirt line. Nah, we're not a T-shirt brand or T-shirt line. You got some who just do sweatshirts and
So you got
sweatsuits.
jeans and all that
Man,
too?
we got
Oh,
Yes, we
man,
have
okay.
custom hoodies. We
We
have
got
all
all
of
that.
that type of thing.
Okay.
So they loaded, man. But listen here, man. Like we say, we
Check
like
them
to thank
out.
y'all for coming on today, man. Like we said, Licio Sport. He told you everywhere you can find it out. We're gonna put it up on our page. We're gonna reach out. You reach out straight to them. I love the line. Like I said, I still got the clothes. I got a jacket he gave me 4 or 5 years ago that I still wear. And if it was cold enough outside, I had that motherfucker on right now. Just to be honest with you. So we like to thank y'all for coming
Thank
through.
you for having
yes.
us on.
Like we said, it's what we do. It's the Lounge Boys. We're gonna go to commercial and we'll be right back.
Yeah. We back.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Lounge Boys Show. I am here today with
clothing. What do we call you guys? Entrepreneurs. The clothing line. Say it for me, brother.
Ideas over money.
Ideas over money.
Yeah.
And as you see, we have some of their clothes behind us today. And the first thing, I got to stick to the script as my boss told me. Right, boss?
Yes, boss.
First thing on the list is, from my boss, he would like for you to tell us who you are and a little about your clothing company. See, I'm the comedian of the group, so I'm going to make you laugh. I'm having fun with me.
Juan Wayne from DC.
Okay.
And about my company, well, how I started my company was with like reading a book that I like. I came across like in a very like important line called like money is more valuable. Ideas is more valuable than currency.
Okay.
And with my brand, like I want to tell people that like money is good, but it can like limit your happiness if you're just always chasing your money. So if you like follow your ideas, that could take you further in the long run, and at the end of the day, you'll be like more happier.
Right.
And so that's what I wanted. That's really like the
motivation.
Behind the brand.
Behind everything.
So that's really about it.
I like that. That's a good one.
Yeah, definitely.
So I think this is your partner.
Yes.
Beside me?
Yes.
I'm behind
my
the
girlfriend
scenes
Priscilla.
at all times.
Behind
you
the
don't
scenes
hear
at all
me, you
times?
don't see me.
Yeah.
But I'm there.
Oh, that's great.
I got a
It's
question real
always
quick,
wonderful.
Ty.
Shoot.
So, like we've seen, with other clothing companies, especially in the city, everybody, tends to go to, we do the T-shirts, we do the jackets, we do all that, and we see that you done stepped outside the box.
Yeah.
Right.
And you did a lot more fashionable type of clothes. You know what I'm saying? You add all the accents on there. So, what made you do that instead of staying in the lines of what we see or what's in the city?
He's talking about like the normal stuff.
Yeah, so I started with printing on T-shirts, hoodies, sweatshirts, and stuff like that, just for like my budget wise and everything. And I wanted to like just get like good like quotes and stuff on the shirt. I have like a really dope character that I made for my brand, and just get that out and see if people like really like the brand and stuff. So as I got like good feedback for the brand. I wanted to go into like making my own stuff, like have like more quality that could like last longer, and also like focus on exclusivity. And I know that's what people always like, custom clothes, it's stuff that a lot of people don't have.
Right.
So with that, I didn't know how to sew at all. So my girlfriend here, she's been knowing how to sew for about years now. Her whole family knows how to sew.
Y'all notice with all these clothing lines behind every
It's a-
strong man,
It's a woman
there's an
behind.
even stronger woman.
Right.
Go ahead.
So I got a question for you though. I don't want to cut you off, but like, so when did you know this was your passion? You know what I mean?
I knew.
Like, what age did it all hit you? Was it
So
out
I-
of high school or something?
I've always been into fashion since I was a kid. My mom always wanted me to dress and just look nice, and just always have like a good presence for whoever I run into.
Right.
So and like since a kid, I always wanted to stand out from the rest. With like whether it's like clothes or shoes, I always want to just have my own type of style. And trust me, I got like judged a lot in middle school and high school for sure. Like the way I dress, for different like piercings and stuff I had. It's like stupid stuff, but like people wasn't really comfortable. Like I guess people in DC, I guess just wasn't really comfortable with, or just didn't really see, the stuff that I was wearing, or my type of style. So
Right.
but I never really like let it get to me, and then I felt like if you don't support my style, then you don't really mess
Still
with me.
strong with who you are.
Yeah.
That's commendable.
Yeah, and but back to what I was saying, with my girlfriend. So like about 6 months in or so, or like 7 months. I think I started my brand in like 2017, 2016, but in like May, and like 6 months down the line, I wanted to focus on like getting better clothing out. So that's how I wanted to get into the sewing. And like the first 2 months, my girl was teaching me how to sew, and I was like following her, and I was like getting very frustrated. And I really wasn't anybody to go through with it, but she like kept me on track.
It's not
and,
easy.
Yeah,
Not only not to help them, but it's not easy to actually create a piece.
And people don't really understand that too. Like people be asking me now, like people in my DMs, like, can you make me this? Can you make me that? And like, what's the time? How long can you get it back to me? And I'm like, you have to understand, you have to create it. And I don't even know how to draw, so it's kind of even a little bit harder for me. I get like my inspiration from like seeing stuff on social media or like Pinterest is really where I get from my ideas from, and I like just critique it and put my own style on it.
Right.
So, but you have to like put it on paper, and then you have to put it on muslin, which is like a test fabric to make sure it fit, and then you have to make sure it fit on the mannequin or the person that you're making it for. And so people need to understand that it takes time for you to make a garment. And then if you want something that's like exclusive for you and that's custom for you, then you should have the patience, to wait for it. And it'll be like, it'll be exactly for you instead of just rushing. If you like rushing, you might as well just go to a store.
So are you saying that your target clients are mostly people who want exclusive items instead of like you will have a store and you have more items for people to just come in and sort through?
Yeah.
You do more custom stuff?
Yeah, more custom stuff.
Okay.
More custom
So you ever thought about putting it into a store? Like Marshalls or, one of them?
Yeah, I thought about put into like top
in the mall or something.
Yeah, I thought about putting on like top streetwear stores. My favorite like e-com stores or in like the top stores for like my favorite designers and everything. But I think I might just want to just like create my own store, just go like full e-com. I don't think. Okay. I may not want to put into someone else's store. I think I just want to have.
Well, I'm gonna let the cat out the bag real quick because I've been working on something right now, and I'm trying to open up a store. I'm in the process of opening up a store where only local brands will be sold in that store. Like you can come to that store and you can get all local DC brands. You know what I'm saying? Because so many people have to go and outsource and do pop-up shops and do all that stuff, but it is going to be the same thing as like if you was at a barber shop, you pay booth rent. You know what I'm saying? It's one of the things that's something that I've already started the process on because I feel like a one-stop shop, you know what I'm saying, for all that stuff, for all the local stuff would be something very powerful. And, that's what I'm on. But
let me say real quick.
Yeah.
You just messed it up because now someone gonna take your idea and you're gonna be shit.
hey, Sam, we gonna give you.
It ain't about if somebody takes.
Told nobody.
It ain't about somebody.
That's a good idea, though.
But I'm saying it's not about somebody takes your idea. It's about if you do the idea the
Yeah,
right
but
We're gonna cut you guys off at the bus stop. We're gonna get back to our interview with my special guest.
But that's a good thing that you said right there though about people thinking that their idea is going to be like taken. Like I just actually came from I stopped going. I dropped out of the school that I was going to in Philadelphia, and like the students there was like, I want to have my own brand and everything, and they were like very like secretive about it. I'm just like, y'all really, if you like really into it and really believe in it, nobody's gonna take it. Nobody can take your. Nobody can like copy your style. So
yeah, only you can execute your own idea.
Exactly.
Yeah, and it's so many different like designers out there. Like no one's not about to come in, especially if you're just starting out. Nobody's not about to just come in and just be like, I want to take theirs. It's good to have a good name or something. Like you have to have like a good resume or something. But really, nobody's not going to take your stuff. So for anybody that's really starting up a brand, a clothing brand, or it's anything,
okay,
nobody's not going to take your idea. Just stop. Believing in that.
All right, exactly. So what kind of advice could you provide to an inspiring designer, like somebody that's trying to get into it right now that wants to become one and do what you do? What type of advice could you have for them starting out the gate?
I would say to start slow. When I started, I believe I was like assuming that people would just buy my stuff and it would just sell out quickly. When I was like doing like my T-shirts and everything, I bought I remember being in my job, and when I was on break or I was just like upstairs, I would like order a bulk of clothes and this thing that people was going to buy because of my ideas and everything. And then when the time comes, it's only like a little people buying it. So just to like start slow, and just be creative and don't look like what people could like just get in the store or what someone else is doing right now. Just be creative and stand out.
So real quick, both of y'all are doing it together. So the input that you have on it, I mean, like, do you have to go through it with him? How does that go?
Not necessarily. I mean, like all this is him. Like I said, I'm actually in the background, just kind of helping. I have a degree in architecture, and I consider myself creative as well, very artistic. So I'm the person who's like, maybe you should consider this, maybe you should consider that, maybe you should look at it this way, the other way around. He's like, I want this. How do I execute this? You're literally taking a two-dimensional thing and then making it into a three-dimensional item that you can wear. That fits on the body. It's not simple T-shirt, like you can sew it up and it's simple. And even a T-shirt is hard.
Right.
So like with me being in the background, it's like I can help you get your idea across. It's not like, let me take your idea. I'm just here to assist because that's not my niche.
Hey, listen here. And when you know your place, that's how it works.
That's it.
Okay, so
one of the questions I wanted to ask the other clothing guy also was, is it affordable? Because like me and Gang, we already said we ain't going out and buying no Gucci and all that. Cause one, we don't care about the name. One, and I'm not paying all that money for some dang on name.
Shout out Burlington Coat Factory.
Yeah, some
Foreman Mills.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know why it's like this. Like right now with the kids and people older than me and stuff, they go crazy over the big brands for some reason. And I feel like I was talking to my girlfriend about this last night, and I was telling her that if me and another guy or whoever, another girl, started from the bottom, and nobody knew about us, and if I was over here creating exclusive clothes and stuff that's different than what you see in the stores or that you see on social media and stuff, and then if the other person was just wearing Gucci or Balenciaga or Versace and all that, they would get more exposure than me because they have one of the big brands. And I hate that, that people that are people are like giving or that are like paying attention to the people that just wear the big brands when the big brands really don't even care about you.
Exactly.
As we just saw, we just realized that, and that's why we are in this temperature, this climate that we're in now.
But people shouldn't even need to see that.
It shouldn't take that. No, that's the thing. It shouldn't take that. But it's the thing about it is, and the reason why we did the show is because of what's going on. So you take advantage of that situation because that conversation doesn't happen unless whatever just happened. Right. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't happen at all. So being with that, that's why, we brought you guys on the show. And, we...
But you designers go through another thing as well, though, right? Don't you all go through, like, the fashion shows and that sort of thing?
Yeah, I mean, I've done one fashion show, which was at Georgetown.
Right, and you would go up against some pretty hefty designers there as well, right?
Yeah. I mean, they were all right.
I'm saying
the
right
name,
answer.
I'm saying with the name, like you say, Gucci is a bigger name brand, than right? Some of them be at some of the fashion. Have you ever been? You guys seem like you have a fashion show sort of style as well, and you do exclusive pieces. So I could kind of see you doing a fashion show. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Having that sort of repertoire.
I mean, it's kind of hard to bring kind of like the high fashion that everybody expects from Gucci, Prada, Fendi, and all these, back into home. Like we have to bring it home. And like just to answer your question, affordability, it's tough. As a business person, when you're starting, things are never gonna be cheap. But people that support you have to be willing to pay.
Right.
For your workmanship.
Right. No, that's what it is.
That's what it is.
And I think like with this is more of you want it for yourself, so you kind of have to pay a little more for it. It's custom made for you. Like it fits you.
Okay.
And
it's
also,
not just like out of the closet and it's just boom, here you go. Like it's gonna fit you. So I think affordability versus exclusivity, you kind of have to give and take a little bit.
Let me ask you real quick.
I agree.
As far as the pricing, let's say a Gucci shirt. Let's say this is a Gucci shirt and you have your shirt. What's the real difference of it though? Is it the stitching or that I'm paying $200 for?
But see, that's what we were talking about. There used to be.
There used to be,
like those like brands used to be quality.
Okay.
Like the fabrics were quality. The fabrics were things that you couldn't get just anywhere and everywhere.
Right.
Now, like we walked into the Versace store, and I was like, "What is this? This is so
my brother.
cheap."
Gotcha.
It's like it just looks really cheap. You know, something you can get at Walmart and Target. And don't get me wrong, I love Walmart and Target, but it's kind of like, why am I paying that?
Yeah,
It's just for the name, and I think we kind of have to move away from names and just kind of make it ourselves. Like, and I think that's
quality.
Exactly, over quantity.
Yes.
That's what it is. So look here, can let us know, you know what I'm saying, where everybody can find.
I'm doing the interview over this joint, Joe. Don't keep running. I got this. I'm waiting on her friend to talk.
I mean, I
Sit
don't
your
know.
ass over in the bus stop. Let me run this show. All right, look. So I would like one of y'all to please tell our viewers where they can find you, how they can follow you, and how they can get some exclusive garments.
Well, I got my website, ideasovermoney.com. You guys can just see all the things I made from. I started sewing last year in January, and I was just making stuff for myself and some friends and everything, just to build my skill up for the sewing. But this year I want to focus on making clothes for people and just making
Men
clothes for
and
people,
women,
not me.
by the way.
Men and women.
So we can get it at ideasovermoney.com. That's the website. Facebook, Instagram, all that.
They can reach out to me to create something custom for them, and then we'll discuss the details for that. Just email. But on the website, you can to see the stuff that I made so far, and when I make stuff for other people, then I'll just always be promoting that on the website.
All right,
sweet,
wonderful. Well, we're gonna take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back.
Thank y'all, man. Appreciate you.
And I want to thank y'all for definitely coming on the show.
Yes.
Hey, Miss Kennedy. Welcome back.
Hey man, we got somebody. God, where y'all get her from?
Hold on. Before we do that real quick, gotta give a shout out to Ideas Over Money that was just in here with the showing off the business.
The business.
And of course, Licio Sport
we gonna
showing
get that
off the
vest for
business.
Brad.
That's right. Make sure y'all look them up, man, and get some of that gear.
Yeah, man. Listen here.
Wait a minute though. Where y'all get her from?
Man,
So
calm down.
I'm used to that little short. I'm a little short. Used to that little short dude sitting beside me all the time. Where y'all get this pretty young lady from?
We have a friend in the building.
Indeed, we do.
She's starting her podcast. Is that next week?
That is next week.
She got on glasses like me.
She's starting her podcast next week. She does the designing and the makeup for the stars and all that good stuff. And Yeah, she's
And
more
her part-
famous. She's
No, I
more
do
famous
makeup
than
for
we are
whoever's
right
there to
now.
support, not just for the stars, honey. Stars ain't paying the bills. The real clientele, they are. Let's be real about that one.
And she's sassy as a motherfucker. I forgot to tell y'all
And
that
her
too.
show is right here on Listen Vision.
It
So make sure y'all check it out. Y'all already see
When? What's
she
the
blends
time? What's
in
the
very
name?
well, huh?
Tell the people.
So
what's the
Lanita,
name.
go ahead, let them know
the
what's
people-
going on.
I'll let
No.
the people know. So my name is Lanita Ladays, and starting on the
Say that 5
23rd, which
times
is
fast.
yes, there you go. Starting next week on Saturday, the 23rd, the Only One Image podcast is in the house. It's going to be starring myself with my co-host Kenny Cass Customs, who is also an African American designer in this DC area.
Yes.
We also have a DC socialite called where we'll have Bartender's Corner, Tim Slay. He'll be up here, so we'll be slinging drinks on the block and talking about what's real, but coming from an entrepreneurial aspect and
Gotcha.
giving it just real to the people, giving content, giving
Yeah.
all of the things, the real background, the feeding of sourcing and all the things that we just discussed, like supporting Black businesses and the kings and queens of it that we are, letting the people know that.
So I got
we
a
do
question for you.
Shout out Kaz. Kaz
I know-
was just
I
on
know-
Fox 5 the
I-
other
I
day
know-
talking about the Grammys.
I know Bragg ain't gonna let me get my question. So
Go
I'm
ahead, do
gonna
your
ask my
thing.
question first.
Ask your question.
What
boo.
made you want to do a podcast, darling?
Because I wanted something that could be relatable to people. I am a makeup artist, a wardrobe stylist, and I do image consulting. I wanted something that was tangible to the people, that they can actually get tips or sources or understand where we come from, or why we do what we do as stylists, as people in the fashion industry. Give them an in-depth look into it and
That's
just be
what's up.
personable with the people.
Yeah.
So what day was this?
This is the 23rd, so it
What
airs
time?
on Saturdays at 11 a.m. Yes.
11
get up
a.m.
in the
Get
morning.
your ass up.
That's right. And it's
Nah,
a-
but
Why you rolling
she
over
did
that
our make-
funky ass
She did
breath?
our makeup also. She did our makeup also.
Shane, dude, I don't
I ain't
wear
got
no
no
fucking
goddamn
makeup.
makeup. I don't know what the fuck he talking about.
I don't
over
know
there,
what he
Brad. I
talking
ain't got
about.
None of that shit on.
They lied.
No,
They
you
lied.
lying, nigga.
So look here, Lanita, what can you told us the basis of your show and all that good stuff going on. So
Absolutely.
like when we tune into your shows on Saturday morning, because you know what, and the thing about it is that time slot, 11 a.m. Saturday morning, we ain't really left the house yet because we still drunk from Friday night.
We just woke up.
So we get online and we
I'll
watch
probably
stuff.
help with you that.
That's
Shout
what I'm
out
trying to say.
society.
So every week, like, what can you? Because I know you're, it's about who who you're talking to, and are you talking to the males? You talking to the females? Who are you talking to, and what can they expect?
I'm talking to males and females. I'm talking to anybody who has an open ear, who really wants to extend their knowledge on, things they may not necessarily know. You see the glitz and the glam of everything we do when we go on Fox 5, when we're working with this celebrity, when we're working with this person. But to really understand and know what it is we do and how hard we had to work, how hard, your past two guests, how hard they had to bust their ass. I am in this industry now. I have been within the fashion industry now for over 20 years. 20 years.
Nice.
And so I got quite a few stories and realness that I can spread to the people to let you know just where I came from, and if I can help somebody make their journey a little bit easier, as aside from the DC potholes I hit, then
We gonna help you not bend that rim.
I know that's right.
Know what
I
I'm
know that's
saying?
right.
Oh man.
And tell them again, what's the name of your show?
only one image where there can only be one.
Yeah.
So you heard it right here, right now.
I can put my arm around here.
Wow, this
Only
look
one
cute.
image show. She's starting next
Alright
week,
with me.
Saturday, 11 a.m.
Absolutely.
Make sure y'all check it out. Make sure y'all check out all the designers we have on the show today. Ideas Over Money, Licio Sport. We thank y'all for tuning in. Next week,
Tell a
we got
friend.
the ladies from the China Pink.
Show.
Yeah.
We got our sisters
And
coming
we
on
gonna-
this joint.
we gonna
Pink
cut
show.
Hey,
out.
we got some games planned for they ass, and the Pound already
Girl
cheated.
power, girl
so
power.
y'all better be prepared. Pound got something for y'all asses. I know he
Oh, man.
Exactly.
I don't even
man.
know them, but I'm calling up here. I got y'all back, lady.
do. Wait a minute now. Whoa. That's a violation of the lounge board.
Oh, listen here. Stand tall or stand fall. So thank y'all, man. Thank y'all for tuning in as the Lounge Boys. You do this each and every Saturday, 7 p.m.
Check us
ListenVisionLive.com.
Yeah.
Don't forget the Facebook group, the Facebook page, the Lounge Boys with a Z on the end. IG, Lounge Boys with a Z on the end.
Spread the word, people.
Absolutely.
And listen
Spread
here.
your cheeks too.
And shout out to my mother. Happy birthday.
I need it.
Shout out to all the people down in Charlotte, North Carolina. All-Star Weekend going on right now. If you get pregnant, make sure you get pregnant by the right one. This is what we do.
Every
Lounge
tall
Boys.
dude ain't a basketball player, ladies. Don't fall for the okie doke.